You want to win? You want the dream life? Then stop pretending you're working hard. Because let's face it, most people are soft. They talk about goals, about ambition, about success. But they don't have the discipline to wake up early. They don't have the guts to keep going when everything breaks. They don't have the will to suffer for what they say they want. And let me be real with you. There are no shortcuts, no hacks, no lucky breaks. Just work. Brutal, ugly, ruthless work. You think greatness comes easy? It comes from bloodshot eyes, sore muscles, empty bank accounts, and silent nights when nobody claps for you. While you're resting, someone's grinding. While you're comfortable, someone's obsessed. And guess what? They'll take what you wanted because they earned it. So ask yourself right now, are you willing to outwork everyone? Can you take the pain, the grind, the loneliness? Because if you can't, someone else will. And they'll win. Work like hell. Or keep watching others live the life you were too lazy to fight for. Let's drop the sugarcoating. Most people say they want success, but almost none are willing to suffer for it. They want the results, the lifestyle, the applause. But they're not willing to pay the price in pain, discipline, and effort. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Hard work isn't optional. It's not extra. It's the minimum price of entry. You scroll past success quotes. You repost hustle memes. You say things like, I'm grinding, I'm built different. But are you really? Because if we looked at your last 7 days, how many hours did you waste on your phone? How many nights did you stay up watching shows that added nothing to your life? How many workouts did you skip? How many early mornings did you sleep through? Let's be real. You don't lack talent. You don't lack knowledge. You lack consistency. You say you're tired, but you're not. You're just distracted. You're just undisciplined. You're just not serious enough to sacrifice comfort for greatness. And that's the biggest threat to your future. Comfort. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. It feels good now, but it's robbing you of everything you could become. No more comfort. No more comfort. No more comfort. Stop lying to yourself. Nobody's coming to motivate you. Nobody's going to push you. That fire? That hunger? It has to come from you. You want to build something great? Then start by building better habits. Wake up before the sun. Train when your body says rest. Study when your mind says quit. Show up when everyone else disappears. This world does not reward potential. It rewards action. It rewards obsession. It rewards those who are willing to work like hell when no one is watching. Ask yourself, brain, how many hours are you investing in your goals every single day? Chart decreasing, how often do you trade effort for excuses? ZZZ, are you working 16-hour days like you claim, or just pretending? Here's a reality check. The dream life you want is possible, but it's hiding behind 1,000 days of pain, of sweat, of failure, of grinding in silence while the world doubts you. So will you keep lying to yourself? Or will you face the truth and do what needs to be done. Because here's the real test. When it's hard, when it's lonely, when it's unfair, will you still show up? Because winners do. Winners don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't need motivation. They build discipline so strong, it carries them through the darkness. You can be that person. But it starts now. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Right now, burn the excuses. Shut out the noise. Delete the distractions. And get serious about your life. Because time is moving. Every second you waste, someone else is using to pull ahead. And one day, you'll either be watching them win, or you'll be standing beside them because you earned it. But it starts with a choice. Comfort or greatness. They laughed at him. The media called him delusional. Wall Street wrote him off. Investors walked away. He had just made millions from selling Zip2 and PayPal. And what did he do? He risked it all. Every single dollar he earned. He didn't spend it on yachts, or mansions, or luxury cars. He poured it into two ideas the world said were impossible. A private space company, SpaceX, and an electric car company, Tesla. Everyone thought he'd lost his mind. Rockets? Are you kidding? Electric cars? That's a joke. They mocked him. But what they didn't understand was that Elon Musk wasn't chasing fame. He was chasing impact. And for that, he was willing to bleed. In those early years, both companies were collapsing. SpaceX had failed 3 rocket launches. Tesla was behind schedule, over budget, and hemorrhaging money. Elon was broke again. He could have walked away. He could have lived comfortably for the rest of his life. But instead, he did the unthinkable. He chose to sleep on the factory floor. No hotel. No office suite. Just a sleeping bag next to the production line. Why? Because when Tesla was in crisis, he didn't want distance. He wanted accountability. He wanted to feel the struggle firsthand. He worked 120 hours a week. No breaks. No vacations. No weekends. If a part wasn't working, he fixed it himself. If a section of the factory was slowing production, he fired the managers. He did quality checks personally. He lived and breathed the mission every second of every day. When employees went home to sleep, he kept working. When they came back in the morning, he was already there. His clothes soaked in grease. His eyes bloodshot. His body exhausted. But he never stopped. Because he believed. He believed in a future no one else could see. He believed that electric cars could be sexy. That space travel could be commercialized. That clean energy could power the world. And while others slept on doubt, he bet everything on discipline. Tesla came inches from bankruptcy. He had to borrow money to pay rent. He had to take personal loans to keep the company alive. It almost all collapsed. But he kept showing up, kept working, kept pushing. No luxury, no comfort, just obsession. And then the breakthrough. Tesla delivered the Roadster. SpaceX successfully launched Falcon 1. The world that once mocked him now stood in awe. Tesla's stock skyrocketed. SpaceX landed government contracts worth billions. The same headlines that once called him crazy now called him a visionary. But what they forgot to mention was the price he paid. They saw the glory, but not the 3 a.m. factory shifts, not the nights spent on cold floors, not the heartbreak, the stress, the breakdowns. He earned every inch of that success because he worked like hell when nobody was watching. He gave up comfort. He gave up balance. He gave up everything to build something bigger than himself. That's what it takes. Not luck. Not shortcuts. Just relentless execution. You say you're working hard? You say you're grinding? But are you willing to sleep on the floor? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort, pride, and ego for years just to bring a dream to life? Because that's the standard. That's what separates dreamers from doers. That's what defines legacy. You don't get to change the world by doing what's easy. You change the world by being obsessed, by going where no one else will, by suffering more than anyone thinks is necessary. Elon Musk built companies that changed the world because he was willing to do what others never would. That is what working like hell looks like. And if you're serious about your dream, if you're truly ready to sacrifice, then stop measuring your effort against average people. Start asking, am I working like this? Hard work isn't a phase. It's not a season you enter and leave. It's not a temporary fix to get you by. Hard work is a lifestyle. A relentless, unforgiving, every single day commitment. You don't wake up motivated every morning. No one does. Motivation is a spark, and sparks burn out fast. You need something stronger than motivation. You need discipline. Discipline doesn't take breaks. Discipline doesn't negotiate. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it. Discipline gets to work when motivation is long gone. This is where most people quit, because it's easy to work hard when you're fired up. But what happens when you're tired? When every muscle screams and your mind begs for rest? That's the test. That's the moment that separates the weak from the unstoppable. You will want to quit. You will feel exhausted. You will be tempted to settle for less. Push through it. The pain you feel right now, turn it into your power. Let it fuel you. Let it scream at you to keep going, keep grinding, keep moving. You're not here to be average. You're not here to take the easy road. You're here to dominate, to break your limits, to build a legacy. Grind in silence. Don't announce your efforts. Don't seek applause. Let your results do the talking. Let your success make the noise that drowns out the doubters. You don't need permission to chase your dream. You don't need approval to put in the hours. You don't need breaks when the stakes are this high. Repeat after me. I don't need permission. I don't need breaks. I need results. You were built for this. You were designed to outwork, outlast, and outfight every obstacle in your path. When your mind says, "Stop," your heart screams, "Fight!" You are unstoppable, unbreakable, unshakable. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a lesson wrapped in pain. Every sacrifice is a step closer to greatness. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one is coming to save you. If you want it, if you really want it, you have to go take it. And that means getting comfortable with discomfort, embracing the grind, loving the struggle. Because hard work isn't a phase. It's your identity. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop looking for signs. Stop making excuses. Get up. Show up. Work like hell every single day. Because the only way to win is to outwork everyone else. And that starts right now. Imagine hitting rock bottom. No money. No support. No clear future. That was J.K. Rowling's reality. A single mom, broke, depressed, living on welfare, struggling to survive. She had a dream. A story burning inside her heart. But the world kept shutting doors in her face. 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. 12 times she heard, "No." Most people would have given up after the first or second rejection. Not Rowling. She kept writing. Every single day. Even when she was cold, hungry, and exhausted. Even when the weight of her struggles threatened to crush her spirit. She wrote in cafes, sipping cheap coffee, while her baby slept quietly in a stroller nearby. She wrote in stolen moments, because the dream was bigger than her pain. Pain, shame, and fear? She carried them like armor. She didn't have the luxury to quit. No backup plan. No safety net. She showed up when no one believed in her. She poured every ounce of herself into the pages. Because giving up wasn't an option. And finally, after all the rejection, all the loneliness, all the sleepless nights, she got a yes. Harry Potter wasn't just a book. It was her breakthrough, her life changer, a beacon of hope for millions around the world. From welfare checks to billions in wealth, from despair to global icon. Rowling's journey isn't about luck. It's about obsession, about grinding through every barrier, every no, every doubt. She didn't get lucky. She got obsessed. She worked like hell because she had no other choice. And if you want to win, if you want to change your story, ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? How far will you go when the world says no? Because success isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who refuse to quit. Those who work like hell, no matter what. Listen closely. Your goals don't care how you feel. They don't wait for your mood to improve or your motivation to kick in. They only care about what you do. The clock is ticking. Every second you spend hesitating, doubting, or planning without action, you're falling behind. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Stop planning endlessly and start moving. Right now. Feel tired? Good. That means you're pushing your limits. Tiredness is the proof that you're doing something real. Feeling scared? Perfect. Everyone who's ever succeeded felt the same fear. The difference is they moved forward anyway. No more excuses. No more. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie that steals your dreams. Write that plan. Start that business. Go to the gym. Open that book. Do it now. Start with one small thing, one action that brings you closer to your goal. And do it like your life depends on it. Because honestly, it does. Your future self is waiting for you to decide to fight, to sacrifice, to grind. No one else will do it for you. No one else will carry your dreams. You are the only one who can take the first step and every step after that. So stand up. Move your body. Make the phone call. Send the email. Stop dreaming about success and start living it. This is your moment. Your fight. Your life. Don't waste it by waiting. Work like hell, starting today. This is your moment. This is your fight. Nobody's coming to hand you the life you want. No one is going to serve your dreams on a silver platter. So work. Like hell. No excuses. No shortcuts. Only sweat, sacrifice, and success. You have everything you need inside you right now. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Will you wake up tomorrow and grind like your dream is dying? Will you push through the pain, the doubt, the fear? Or will you waste one more day? One more hour? The choice is yours. Remember, champions aren't made by chance. They're made by choice. And the choice you make today will echo for the rest of your life. So get up. Move forward. Fight for every inch, because if you don't, someone else will. Someone else will take your spot, your dream, your future. The time to decide is now. Are you ready? Then show the world what it means to work like hell. No one can stop you, except yourself. So rise up, and never look back.